guys, and welcome to another restaurant review with ZeeGoes. So for today's video, it'll be on Shiro. And before we get into the my main review points, I wanted to just add on this bit here where I'd called Shiro hours before we showed up to reserve a table. And at no point did they announce they would require we fill out the health form, which is great on them for of them to do, but I just wish they had announced or just told us about it and gave us a link to fill out. That way, when we do get to the restaurants, there will be no delays at the entryway. And in a case where what we do feel requires we go back home, then we will be aware while we're in our home still. So that was just my little issue with that. But then let's go on to the decor and ambience of the restaurant. So for the restaurant space, it's a very beautiful Asian themed restaurant, and so the decor is very on theme with what they do serve at the restaurants. They categorize themselves as a fine dining Asian restaurant, and I wouldn't say the ambience and decor is in tune with that. It's more so an upper middle class style restaurants. Like think of if you're familiar with PF Chang's in America, it's on par with that. But then it's a beautiful space nonetheless. And then let's go on to the service end of it. So from the entryway at the restaurants, we got walked in by a waiter. He showed us our table and he called the person who would be our table waiter also. It was all, really fine. My issues with the entire thing was more so, I had about 5 courses actually. But then the pacing of the meal was just a bit too rushed. So while we're still eating the soup and salad course, the dumpling and sushi course was already coming out. We're not done with our first bit. Before you know it, we got the appetizers and then the main course. And we had to beg off that, can you guys please wait and actually allow us to pace ourselves while we're eating? The other bit was a case where it's a really large restaurant. And when you think of fine dining, you'd expect that there'll always be a waiter in attendance. That way, at whatever point, if the waiter who is helping your table is not there immediately, someone else will be there to make sure we're taken care of. And a few times that didn't happen while we were there that day. And then on to the food itself, the cocoa of the matter. The food we ate, almost every dish we ate was really, really good. For the soup and salad portion, I got the Thai Kwai soup. My friend got Shiro style bang bang salad. And the Thai Kwai soup was on par with what you expect for a Thai style, flavor profile, tangy, a bit of sweet notes in there, quite spicy, just, perfection really. And the Shiro style bang bang salad was actually the surprising bit where I didn't know, like I fell in love with the salad. I'm like, yo, friend, you can have my soup. Can I have your own food instead? Like, this salad was really and truly banging. The next course, my friend got the chicken gyoza dumpling. I got the super dynamaki. The dumpling were only 2 pieces, while the maki rolls were 4. But then the gyoza was good. It was probably the best I've had in Lagos, and that's not a great thing because I haven't had any good ones in Lagos until this one's here. I would say that the chicken fill didn't have enough flavor profile for me, but then it was not dry. The wrapper wasn't dried out. It wasn't doughy like I've seen or experienced at many other restaurants. So it was still really, really good compared to everyone I've been at in Nigeria thus far. The maki roll was divine, fresh seafood. It was just beautiful, everything. Like kind of the bang bang salad. The third course, so I got the Indonesian chicken skewers, and for those who are familiar with Indonesian style chicken skewers, it's very sour. I usually eat that with peanut sauce, kind of balance up the lemony, tangy taste profile with like the savory, sweet peanut sauce. And for that, it didn't come with the peanut sauce. I had to ask for it, and it was tough to eat it on its own without the sauce. But when I got the sauce to help dunk the chicken into, it became a lot better to digest. But it was really good after that. My friend got tofu in Thai peanut sauce, and that was for me most likely the highlight of the entire meal, in my opinion. So the tofu, because you never really expect so much from tofu. So I think it was just because of the surprise of them doing it so well, where it was like, a bit crispy on the outside, a bit smoky, and then you have like this softness in the center of the tofu center, and then having that go into the peanut sauce. It was beautiful. It melted in my mouth. I was eating a lot more than I planned to eat. I actually ate more of the tofu than anything else that day. Um, it was really, really good, and I will recommend for those who are familiar with tofu and do enjoy vegan kind of food, you would love that a lot. The main course for me was a stir fry beef with mushrooms plus hibachi rice. My friend got chicken masaman curry, and I found that both were okay compared to what we had eaten in the past three courses. The main course was just it was fine. It just wasn't a standout. It didn't like knock our socks off. It was just okay, and we didn't really bother with eating that. So we just like had that packed up to go instead. And then for the final bit, the desserts. So my friend got the Mandarin chocolate velvet cake, and I got the blueberry coconut cake. The Mandarin chocolate cake was very, very, it was a bit dense, it was a bit too rich, and it just wasn't, because it had like in the description, that it had mousse also, chocolate mousse in there. So we're expecting something to kind of help cut through the thickness of the chocolate and make it a bit lighter to, enjoy, kind of make it not too heavy to eat. And it was way too heavy, so we really couldn't bother beyond the one spoon we all ate and just left it there. And then I got the blueberry coconut cake, which was really, really good. And it was a perfect way to end our entire meal because it came with like a layer of like cream cheese sauce, well, cream cheese, and I love cream cheese. And just the cream cheese over the blueberry coconut cake was just perfection. I loved it. My friends ate my cake instead, and that was that. I wasn't really happy about it, but hey, what can you do? One last bit. My friend got the sangria they had to offer them, and I found the serving portions of the sangria to be quite small. Yo, look at how tiny the sangria portions are. I'm just like, do you want ice? Maybe we should add ice. Because I'm like, damn, it's like a Jebu level of sangria. It's just so tiny. Half the wine glass? Like, really? So yeah, Shiro, please do better with your serving portions. I believe she even bought two glasses of that. I'm just like, you have too much money because what the hell? I just drank water and I sipped my water the entire time. I'm like, it's not me, not today. But overall, will I go back to Shiro for more food experiences? Definitely yes, I will go back to Shiro. I loved every bite I ate while I was at the restaurant. Well, most of the bites, yeah. And I've been there since that day. I've been there a few more times since last year, and I have yet to complain about the food experience there. So definitely, if you can afford to go to Shiro, do it. And whenever they do have like deals like this with Lost in Lagos, the restaurant week events, I know they do have like weekend like brunch events where you get like a lot more for less. If you can afford to do it for date nights or for whatever special time you want to have with your loved ones, I would definitely, well, at least on this level right now, Sha, say go for it. They're worth it. And also, check them out on Instagram. That's where I usually see they have all of these promos happening because it's not always available, you know, out there anyhow like that. But then definitely follow them on Instagram. They usually have like promos letting you know when they're having like combo meal deals going on because it's not often it happens. But yeah, I hope my review was helpful, and yeah, let me know what you think, and if you have gone there, what's your favorite meal at Shiro, and if you have gone there, what you hate the most at Shiro also let me know. I'm curious. Anyhow, Sha, ciao ciao.